Have you noticed your legs feeling heavier lately? Maybe you're experiencing muscle fatigue, stiffness, or weakness during basic movements like climbing stairs, walking short distances, or even just standing for extended periods. If these symptoms sound familiar, it's time to take a closer look at something that often goes unnoticed: the vitamins and supplements you may be taking every day with good intentions. For many people over 60, taking daily vitamins is considered a standard part of a healthy routine. But recent findings show that several common vitamins, when taken in excess or without proper supervision, can actually have the opposite effect on your leg strength and mobility. Yes, even essential nutrients can become harmful if they're consumed in the wrong amounts or without a real need. And what's even more alarming is that this damage builds quietly over time, making it harder to trace the source of the problem. In this video, I'm going to reveal the truth about 5 specific vitamins that could be slowly draining the power from your legs. These are supplements that are often promoted as beneficial, but when taken unnecessarily or in high doses, they may lead to pain, fatigue, poor balance, muscle deterioration, or even long-term mobility issues. And just as important, I'll also point out the key nutrients your body may be lacking, which could be worsening the situation. So, if you truly care about your independence, your energy, and your ability to move freely as you age, I urge you to stay with me until the end. Before we dive in, take a quick moment to support this channel. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos with real, science-based health advice. And drop a comment below. Tell me if you've ever taken a vitamin and felt worse, or if you've experienced leg pain that no one could explain. Your story might help someone else too. Let's start with a vitamin that's often praised as essential: vitamin D. It supports bone health, boosts the immune system, and even helps regulate mood. But despite its many benefits, there's one major risk: vitamin D toxicity. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it accumulates in your body over time rather than being flushed out. That makes it particularly dangerous when taken in large or prolonged doses. When vitamin D levels become too high, the body starts absorbing excessive calcium into the bloodstream, leading to a condition called hypercalcemia. This causes calcium deposits to form in soft tissues, like muscles and tendons, especially in the legs. The result? You might feel tightness, cramps, stiffness, and pain in your thighs, calves, or knees. Over time, this affects your flexibility, strength, and balance, making everyday movement harder. Too much vitamin D can also impair kidney function, which in turn leads to fluid retention, chronic fatigue, and muscle weakness. It's a cycle that many seniors fall into unknowingly, thinking they're protecting their bones when they're actually putting strain on their muscles and circulation. To avoid this, your vitamin D intake should always be based on blood tests and prescribed by a medical professional. Next, let's look at another vitamin with a double-edged effect: vitamin A. Most people associate it with good vision and healthy skin. But when taken in high doses, either from supplements or heavily fortified foods, vitamin A can become toxic and inflammatory. One of the early signs of this toxicity is muscle discomfort, especially in the legs and lower back. It often mimics joint pain or arthritis, but is actually due to inflammation in muscle tissue. High levels of vitamin A interfere with the body's ability to absorb other minerals such as magnesium and calcium, both of which are crucial for proper muscle function. Without them, your muscles can't contract and relax properly. This leads to symptoms like sluggishness, leg cramps, and difficulty standing up from a chair or walking upstairs. Sadly, many seniors unknowingly overdose on vitamin A by combining multivitamins, liver-rich meals, and supplements marketed as anti-aging. Watch for signs like constant fatigue in the legs, sudden aches, or a general sense of heaviness. These could all point toward an imbalance caused by too much vitamin A, not aging alone. If you're eating liver, eggs, full-fat dairy, or taking supplements with high doses of retinol, reconsider your total intake. Another underrated but potentially harmful vitamin is vitamin B6. It's commonly included in multivitamins and energy blends because it supports nerve health and helps regulate metabolism. However, unlike most B vitamins, B6 can become toxic if taken in large quantities. Chronic high doses, typically above 100 milligrams per day, can cause a condition known as sensory neuropathy. This means your peripheral nerves begin to malfunction, leading to tingling, numbness, burning, or even loss of balance, especially in your legs and feet. These symptoms might seem vague at first, but over time, they can become debilitating. And the worst part? They often mimic the symptoms of diabetes or vascular disease, leading to delayed diagnosis and incorrect treatment. If you've been experiencing strange leg sensations, instability while walking, or unexplained fatigue in your lower limbs, it may not be circulation or arthritis. It might be your B6 levels. Check your supplement labels carefully, and don't assume more is better when it comes to nutrients. The bottom line is this: vitamins are not always harmless. When taken without proper guidance, they can quietly undermine your health, especially your mobility, one of your greatest assets as you age. Let's now look at another commonly overlooked issue: vitamin E. Often marketed as a powerful antioxidant that protects cells and improves skin, vitamin E is indeed essential in small amounts. However, excessive intake of vitamin E, especially from supplements, can lead to muscle weakness, blood thinning, and impaired nutrient absorption, all of which impact leg strength and overall stability. People over 60 are often encouraged to take vitamin E to support heart health. But the truth is, high doses can increase the risk of bleeding in muscles and joints, especially if you're already on medications like aspirin or anticoagulants. This creates a situation where your muscles become more prone to bruising, inflammation, and fatigue, particularly in the lower limbs. Your legs might feel sore, slow to recover, or more sensitive to minor exertion. In some cases, excessive vitamin E has been linked to neurological side effects. That means your nervous system, which controls coordination and balance, could be disrupted. When your brain isn't properly communicating with your leg muscles, you're more likely to feel unsteady, wobbly, or hesitant while walking. So, while vitamin E may have benefits in controlled doses, overuse can be counterproductive to the very mobility you're trying to protect. Next, let's examine something equally harmful, but less frequently talked about: vitamin C overload. Vitamin C is widely accepted as harmless because it's water-soluble and often associated with boosting the immune system. But when taken in high doses over time, especially through supplements and fortified products, it can promote iron overload in the body. This condition is known as hemochromatosis, and one of its key symptoms is chronic fatigue and muscle and joint pain, often felt in the legs. Why does this happen? Excess vitamin C increases iron absorption in the digestive tract. While that might sound like a good thing, too much iron settles in muscles and joints, causing inflammation, stiffness, and even long-term tissue damage. Seniors are especially vulnerable to this, as iron needs decrease with age. But many continue supplementing without checking their iron status. If your legs feel constantly tight or heavy, and you're taking vitamin C daily in large doses, this might be a factor. High vitamin C intake can also lead to kidney stone formation, especially in men over 50. The pain caused by kidney issues can radiate down to the lower back and legs, mimicking muscle strain or nerve pressure. If you're taking more than 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day, especially without medical necessity, it's time to reassess. So now we've looked at 5 specific vitamins, D, A, B6, E, and C, that, when taken in excess or without supervision, can quietly sabotage your leg strength, balance, and comfort. But let's flip the coin and talk about the nutrients your body may be missing, which are just as important, and often the real root of leg problems. The first key nutrient most older adults are lacking is magnesium. This mineral plays a crucial role in muscle contraction, relaxation, nerve signaling, and energy production. Low magnesium levels can lead to leg cramps, spasms, twitching, and chronic fatigue. It also works together with calcium and vitamin D, and when the balance between these three is off, muscle coordination suffers. Unfortunately, magnesium is frequently depleted by common medications like diuretics and acid blockers, as well as from stress and poor digestion. And unlike vitamins D and A, which can easily build up, magnesium deficiency often goes undiagnosed. If you feel sudden leg cramps at night, or twitching in your calves or feet, it might not be aging. It might be a magnesium issue. Another critical deficiency is vitamin B12. This nutrient is essential for red blood cell production and nerve function. A shortage of B12 can cause numbness, tingling, balance issues, and leg weakness. Older adults are particularly vulnerable because the body becomes less efficient at absorbing B12 with age, especially if you're taking medications like metformin or acid reducers. Many people misinterpret these symptoms as just getting older, but in reality, they're signals that your nerves aren't functioning properly. Left untreated, B12 deficiency can lead to irreversible nerve damage. If you're experiencing constant pins and needles in your legs or feet, it's worth getting your levels checked. Let's not forget potassium, another major player in muscle and nerve function. A low potassium level, known as hypokalemia, can cause muscle weakness, irregular heartbeats, and leg fatigue. It's especially important to monitor potassium if you're on blood pressure medications or have digestive issues that cause fluid loss. So while some vitamins can cause problems in excess, others, like magnesium, B12, and potassium, can trigger similar symptoms when deficient. That's why a personalized, tested approach to supplementation is always better than guessing or self-prescribing. Your body changes with age, and so do your nutritional needs. What worked in your 30s might not serve you in your 60s or 70s. It's time to stop blindly following supplement trends and start listening to what your body is really asking for. Now that you know which vitamins can quietly harm your leg health and which nutrients your body may be missing, let's look at how your daily habits and supplement choices might be putting unnecessary strain on your lower body, often without you realizing it. First, let's talk about the interaction between vitamins and medications. If you're over 60, chances are you're taking one or more prescriptions for blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, or heart rhythm. These medications can change how your body absorbs and uses nutrients. For example, diuretics can flush out potassium and magnesium. Acid reducers like omeprazole can block the absorption of B12. Cholesterol-lowering drugs, statins, may deplete CoQ10, which affects muscle energy and endurance. The result? You may feel ongoing leg tiredness, weakness, or even spasms, but attribute it to aging. In reality, your body is reacting to a nutrient imbalance caused by drug interactions. That's why it's so important to tell your doctor about every supplement you're taking. Combining certain vitamins with medications, even multivitamins, can lead to poor absorption, dangerous buildups, or direct muscle damage. Next, let's address the timing and form of supplements. Not all vitamins are created equal. For instance, synthetic forms of vitamin E, DL-alpha tocopherol, are less effective and more likely to build up than natural versions. Some B6 supplements come in forms that are harder for the body to process, especially in older adults with slower liver function. Meanwhile, B12 in pill form is poorly absorbed in people with low stomach acid, a common condition after age 60. Choosing the right formulation, like methylated B12 or chelated magnesium, can make a huge difference in how your body uses it. Also, some nutrients compete for absorption. Taking calcium and magnesium together, for example, can reduce the uptake of both. Spacing them out across the day can help your muscles and nerves get the full benefit. Let's now highlight some simple, science-based changes you can make starting today to support your leg strength and mobility. Review your supplement labels. Check the dosage and form of vitamins D, A, B6, E, and C. Are you exceeding the recommended daily intake? Are you taking multiple supplements that overlap in content? Get blood work done regularly, especially for vitamin D, B12, magnesium, iron, and potassium. Don't guess, test. It's the only reliable way to adjust your intake safely. Focus on food first. Nutrients from whole foods are absorbed more efficiently and are less likely to cause toxicity. For example, get vitamin D from sunlight and fatty fish, B12 from eggs and meat, magnesium from leafy greens and seeds, and potassium from bananas and beans. Stay hydrated and active. Water supports circulation and nutrient transport to your muscles. Movement keeps your muscles strong and joints flexible. Even simple walking or stretching routines help. Reduce processed foods and added sugars. These increase inflammation, which worsens muscle recovery and joint pain. Chronic inflammation is a silent killer of mobility. You'd be surprised how many people think they're doing the right thing by taking vitamins daily, but their legs still ache, feel unstable, or tire too fast. Sometimes, it's not about what you're missing. It's about what you're getting too much of or combining incorrectly. By now, you're probably wondering, is there a right way to supplement? Yes. It starts with personalized evaluation. That means understanding your age, activity level, medical history, diet, and lab results. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. For example, someone with chronic leg cramps might need magnesium or potassium, not another dose of vitamin D. Another person with fatigue may be low in B12, but megadosing B6 will only make it worse. And someone trying to protect their bones with high calcium and vitamin D might be compromising kidney function and causing fluid retention instead. Balance is the key. Think of your body like a house. Too little support, and it collapses. Too much pressure in one spot, and it cracks. The goal is to create a stable, responsive system that supports movement, strength, and energy, especially in your legs, which carry you every day. Still here? That means you care about your health and your future. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the final part of this important series. And please share in the comments. What's one supplement you're currently taking that you're not sure about? I'd love to know, and I reply to as many comments as I can. In the final part of this video, I'll walk you through real food alternatives, explain how to build a leg-supporting nutrition routine, and show you what to avoid long-term. You'll leave with practical tools, not just theory, to take control of your leg strength and independence again. Welcome to the final part of this important video on vitamins that may harm your legs after 60, and what to do instead. We've already covered 5 common vitamins that can weaken your legs if taken in excess, as well as the nutrients your body may be lacking. Now let's focus on practical solutions. changes you can make right away to protect and rebuild your strength. First, let's look at food-based alternatives to the supplements that might be causing more harm than good. If you're concerned about your vitamin D levels, instead of taking high-dose pills every day, aim for moderate sun exposure several times a week, especially during early morning or late afternoon. Combine that with natural food sources like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and egg yolks. These options deliver vitamin D in safer, more balanced amounts, along with healthy fats and proteins your muscles need. For vitamin A, avoid piling on multiple fortified products. A simple diet that includes carrots, pumpkin, spinach, and sweet potatoes will provide enough beta-carotene, the plant-based form of vitamin A, which your body converts as needed, without the risk of toxic buildup. Concerned about vitamin B6? Instead of reaching for pills, get it naturally from bananas, chickpeas, poultry, and potatoes. These foods offer B6 in smaller, safer amounts, especially when eaten in a balanced meal. They also contain other beneficial nutrients that support digestion and energy, both critical for maintaining strong legs. Need antioxidants like vitamin E and C? Turn to foods like nuts, seeds, avocados, citrus fruits, and berries. These not only protect your cells from oxidative stress, but also come packaged with fiber, minerals, and water that support circulation and joint health. Whole foods always offer a safer, more complete nutrient profile than isolated pills. Now, if you're dealing with leg pain, cramps, or muscle fatigue, you don't just need to avoid excess vitamins, you need to nourish your body properly. Start your morning with a magnesium-rich breakfast, oatmeal with pumpkin seeds, or almond butter toast on whole grain bread. Stay hydrated. Drink water consistently throughout the day. Dehydration is a major cause of muscle stiffness and cramping. Add dark leafy greens like kale, spinach, or Swiss chard to your lunch or dinner. These are packed with magnesium and potassium, both essential for leg muscle performance. Include quality protein sources such as eggs, chicken, fish, tofu, or legumes in every main meal. Muscles need amino acids to repair and maintain themselves, especially after age 60. If you're vegetarian or have digestive issues, consider B12 fortified plant milks, or talk to your doctor about safe supplementation methods like sublingual drops or injections. For circulation and joint protection, try a daily dose of omega-3s, either through fish or chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts. And let's not forget one of the simplest yet most effective tools for leg health: movement. Even 15 to 20 minutes of gentle walking, stretching, or water-based exercise each day can dramatically improve blood flow, reduce stiffness, and support muscle strength. The more sedentary you are, the harder it becomes to regain what you've lost. So here's what I want you to take away from this video. Not all vitamins are harmless. Some can damage your muscles and legs when taken improperly. Nutrient deficiencies are just as dangerous, especially magnesium, B12, and potassium. The best source of nutrients is almost always real food, not random pills. Movement is medicine. Combine proper nutrition with gentle daily activity. Testing, not guessing, is the smartest way to supplement safely. If you've made it this far, I want to sincerely thank you. You clearly care about your health and want to age with strength and dignity. And that's what this channel is all about: empowering you with practical, research-backed strategies that actually work. So please take a second now to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the content that could truly improve your quality of life. And leave a comment below. Tell me, what's the biggest takeaway you've learned today? Or which vitamin surprised you the most? I'd love to hear from you, and I read every comment. Stay strong, Stay informed, and remember, small daily changes lead to powerful long-term results. See you in the next video.